friends. Welcome back to Tuesday Tea. If you're new here, my name is Dominica. Hi, nice to meet you. Today, I want to talk all about starting over. Now, I know that many of you listening are like, well, I don't want to hear about starting over. We're talking about growth. This podcast is all about business growth. Yes, that is true. However, it's also really important to know when we come at that time or a crossroads when we do need to just flat out start over or pick a new path, or maybe a path is very clearly being shown to you and it's time to make a decision. When I was 19, I was in a car accident that completely changed my life. Before I was in this accident, I was studying music, specifically jazz theory and voice. I love music. And I thought that that was going to be my path. Either I was going to teach music later down the line, or I was going to go off and be a great rock star, or whatever the thought process was at the time, right? And I was in this accident that made me slow way down. I was driving a car that was way too fast. It was a drag racing car. It made no sense for me to be driving this car. I was, just being 19, like all 19-year-olds, figuring out my boundaries with the world. Where do I fit in the world? And it was like the universe came along and just slapped me across the face, literally, and said, nope, we're not doing this. You're going to do this instead. I sustained a really serious concussion, which wiped out my short-term memory. I had a very hard time even remembering my roommates that I had moved in with like a month prior to this accident happening. So my short-term memory was really wiped out, and my long-term memory was also really affected. And so imagine this. I'm 19, world is your oyster type of story, right? So excited to finally be on my own, learning the things I want to be learning, making friends. And now I can't walk all that great. I have serious whiplash. I have this concussion. I fractured my neck. Like, all these things happened. Even in the police record, the police officer said, it's amazing that you weren't more injured. But to me, I felt like I was broken, like truly broken. And it was a bit of a slow start into the world, right? So I took my brokenness, so to speak, my broken wings, and I moved back home with my mom. And it was really crushing to my sense of self, right? To me, it just felt crushing. Like, darn it, I wanted to be doing what my peers were doing. I really wanted to be taking flight. And instead, I had to move back home with my mom to be around these doctors who, I saw a doctor a day, whether it was for acupuncture, for Rolfing, for Ayurvedic work, for massage, for osteopathy, you name it. I had every doctor you can possibly imagine. And it was exhausting. I still, and I'm pausing and I'm thinking about that time because it was painful. It was extremely, extremely painful. I couldn't turn my neck all the way to the right. Like, doing this, like if you're watching this on YouTube, like me doing just this thing here, just turning my neck to the right is like a miracle. It's amazing that I can do that now through physical therapy. I can do that. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because we don't know when the universe is going to hand us something amazing. And hopefully we're in a state of mind where we can grab onto it and go, okay, what is this about? Through being quite literally bedridden and depressed and living in chronic pain and not knowing if I was going to go back to college, not knowing what my next steps were. All I knew is that I just really hated watching my peers surpass me in every way. Not that I was jealous, but I just wanted to go with. I wanted to be a part of the party. And so I found my love of affiliate marketing from being in bed and just simply Googling how to make money online. That's how this started, you guys. I dropped out of college because of a car accident and ended up going on this huge marketing journey because I knew that I was going to be good at it. I grabbed onto the affiliate marketing idea and I thought, if I can make money while I'm sleeping, I bet I can be teaching people how to do the same thing. And then I realized, you know what? I really need a website. Gosh, how do I build a website? Google, right? Went to Google to learn all these things. YouTube Academy. 85% of what I knew then really stemmed from learning from videos like you're watching right now. Like it all came from YouTube. My sister and I had started a chocolate company and we needed a website. And so I actually ended up hiring a company to build out, website, new logo. And I paid this company a bunch of money. For me, it was a ton of money. At the time, I think it was like $3,000. And it was like everything I had, right? Mistake number one. And I gave them the money and they took it and they ran and I never heard from them again. And I thought, oh my gosh. I mean, I was gutted. And I thought, if this is what marketing, with air quotes, if this is what marketing is about, no wonder it has this stereotype of like, the gross used car salesman. Like no one wants to work with anyone like that. So I made it my mission to not let that happen to any more people, at least within my world, right? Like within my direct line of contact. Like I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to make a good name for the marketing world. And I'm going to teach myself how to do these things to help businesses grow and evolve and be excited, get excited for the possibilities and opportunities. I'm not kidding. I was making thousands of dollars while I was sleeping thanks to affiliate marketing. I still do. I did no work for that other than set the foundation, right? And I teach my clients that what we have to do is we have to set the foundation. And when opportunities present, we have to grab onto those and at least look at them, give them a fair shake before moving on to something else. And so I'm telling you this because we may never know when the next opportunity could be coming our way. We have to be open to the possibilities of change and open to the possibilities of becoming more aware to what the universe is presenting us. It's been 15 years since that car accident, and 15 years later, I still don't have my full memory back. There are some friendships that I apparently had in high school that I just don't remember. People will reach out to me and say, hey, I thought about this funny memory back in high school. How you doing? And I do not know who these people are. They have to jog my memory or send a photo or really go deep in conversations so that I can try to okay, yeah, maybe I remember that. But it's still fuzzy. It's hard for me. My world is about notes. If I don't take a note, I'll forget. If I don't set reminders, alarms, my phone is one giant alarm that goes off like every half hour for something else that I have to do or be reminded of. But the piece about my past being just not there, like a good chunk of it is just not there. It's uncomfortable, but also it allowed for the space for new things to fill that void, right? Learn something new, reinvent myself a bit. So my point is this: you don't have to have a brain injury. You don't have to have a physical injury. You don't have to fracture your neck. You don't have to get in a car accident. You don't have to break a leg. You don't have to do any of those things to change course, to start again, to take a deep breath and go, yeah, that didn't work. Let's try something new. I have worked extremely hard. I've had a lot of starts and stops in my life, a lot. Ones that I didn't choose, ones that the universe just handed to me, and others I did choose. But the reason I wanted to put this episode together is just to say that if you are in a position where you know that something is no longer serving you, or if there's a fork in the road and you are interested in what lies beyond that road over there, or let's kick the can down this road a little bit and see where it goes, I encourage you to do it. If your mind is telling you, yes, let's go check that out, don't let anyone stop you from checking that out because you just never know what's right around the corner. It's okay to start again, my friends. It's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. Anyways, you guys, I hope you gained something from this short episode. And now you know, for all of you that have ever asked the question, why marketing? Well, marketing chose me. And I love it. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. Getting in this car accident forced me to move back home. It also forced me to reconnect with my high school sweetheart. We are now married and have 2 children. You just never know. You never know. And I think that's what makes life exciting, right? So With that, my friends, I hope you have a great week ahead. I'll see you next time. Bye.